Good morning, dear students. Welcome back in our e-learning maths class. Myself, Sheetal Dholi from Gokhale Education Society's HL High School, English Medium, Ozar Township. I am here for Standard 9 Mathematics Part 2. In previous video, already I explained perpendicular bisector theorem, angle bisector theorem, and properties of inequalities of sides and angle of a triangle. Based on that, today I am going to explain practice set 3.4.
See the first example from practice set 3.4. In figure, point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. If AX equals to 2 cm, then find AZ. Here look at the diagram. Here it is given point A lies on the bisector of XYZ. Distance of AX is given 2 cm. We have to find the distance of AZ. Now see the solution. Point A lies on the bisector of angle XYZ. It is given. That means A is the equidistance from the sides of angle XYZ according to the angle bisector theorem. That means we can say that AX equals to AZ. But the distance of AX is given 2 cm. So the distance of AZ is also 2 cm. Okay, understood? Now we will discuss next example. See the third example. In triangle PQR, PQ equals to 10 cm, QR equals to 12 cm, PR equals to 8 cm. Then find out the greatest and smallest angle of the triangle. Here look at the diagram. PQR triangle is given. In that PQ is given 10 cm, QR is given 12 cm, and PR is given 8 cm. So here we have to find out the greatest and smallest angle of the triangle. Now here according to these measurements, we can mention here PQ is greater than QR is greater than PQ, which is greater than PR. QR is greater than PQ is greater than PR. Now here which angle is opposite to QR? See the QR, angle P. So angle QPR, which is greater than, which angle is opposite to PQ? PQ opposite to angle, it is opposite to angle R. So here angle PRQ, which is greater than PQR. So here we can mention here that is angle QPR is the greatest angle and angle PQR is the smallest angle. See the third example. In triangle PQR, PQ equals to 10 cm, QR equals to 12 cm, PR equals to 8 cm. Find out the greatest and the smallest angle of the triangle. Look at the diagram. Here triangle PQR is given. In that PQ is given 10 cm, QR is given 12 cm, and PR is given 8 cm. According to this information, we can mention here QR, which is greater than PQ, which is greater than PR. QR is greater than PQ is greater than PR. Now here as we know that the angle which those are opposite to greater side is always greater. So according to that, angle QPR is greater than angle PRQ is greater than angle PQR. That is angle opposite to greater side is greater. That means we can say that angle QPR is the greatest angle and angle PQR is the smallest angle. Okay. Now we'll discuss next example. See the fifth example. Prove that an equilateral triangle is an equiangular. Now equilateral triangle means all three sides are equal, and we have to show that equilateral triangle is equiangular. Equiangular means their angles are also equal. Now here given triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. It is equilateral triangle means segment AB equals to BC equals to AC. Here identical mark are shown. Now what we have to prove? That triangle ABC is an equiangular. That means we have to prove that all three angles are equal. Now see the proof. In triangle ABC, segment AB congruent to segment AC, because these are the sides of equilateral triangle. So we can say that angle ABC congruent to angle ACB. That means here angle B congruent to angle C. It is an according to the isosceles triangle theorem. Now again in triangle ABC, segment AC congruent to segment BC. AC congruent to BC. Again these are the sides of an equilateral triangle. So we can say that angle ABC congruent to angle BAC. That means this angle. ABC congruent to BAC according to the isosceles triangle theorem. That means from 1 and 2 we can mention that angle ABC congruent to angle ACB congruent to angle BAC, that is from 1 and 2. So here all three angles are equal, so we can say that this triangle ABC is an equiangular. Okay, understood all? Now we'll discuss one more example. See the 7th example. In the figure, if the segment PR congruent to segment PQ, then show that segment PS greater than segment PQ. Now here triangle PQR is given. In that PQ congruent to PR it is mentioned. Okay. Now what we have to prove that segment PS, see here, segment PS which is greater than segment PQ. Now proof, in triangle PQR, segment PQ congruent to segment PR it is given. So angle PRQ is congruent to angle PQR. PRQ is congruent to PQR because of this isosceles triangle theorem. Now here angle PRQ is greater than angle PSR. That is the property of an exterior angle of a triangle, because PRQ is an exterior angle of triangle PRS. So here we can mention angle PQR which is greater than PSR from 1 and 2. That is angle PQS, that is angle PQS is greater than angle PSQ. So in triangle PQS, angle PQS is greater than PSQ. That means segment PS is greater than segment PQ according to side opposite to greater angle in triangle. Okay, in this way you will solve the remaining sums from the practice set 3.4. See the 8th example. In the figure, in triangle ABC, segment AD and segment BE are altitudes and AE equals to BD. Then prove that AD congruent to segment BE. Look at the diagram here. Triangle ABC is given. In that AD and BE, these are the altitudes. AE equals to BD, it is given that identical marks are shown. We have to prove that AD, segment AD congruent to segment BE. Now see the proof. In triangle ADB and triangle BEA, here it is given angle ADB equals to BEA equals to 90 degree, it is given. Then hypotenuse AB. Here, if the angle D is 90 degree, then AB is the hypotenuse. So, hypotenuse AB congruent to hypotenuse BA, that is a common side. Then side DB congruent to side EA, it is also given. So, triangle ADB congruent to triangle BEA according to hypotenuse side theorem. That means segment AD congruent to segment B, corresponding side of congruent triangle. Okay, understood everyone? Now in this way you will solve the remaining sums from the practice set 3.4. Now I will explain the last part of the chapter, that is a similar triangle. Let's learn similar triangle. Observe the following figure. The pair of figures shown in the each part have the same shape but their sizes are different. It means they are not congruent. Such like looking figures are called similar figures. That means here if you observe the diagram, in that diagram we get the same shape but their size are different, and in such way that we can say that such type of figures we can say that similar figures. Now we'll discuss on similar triangle. Similarity of triangle. Now here look at the diagram. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR is given. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if angle A equals to angle P, angle B equals to angle Q, and angle C equals to angle R, and AB upon PQ, BC upon QR, and AC upon PR, then triangle ABC and triangle PQR are called as a similar triangle. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar and is written as triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, everyone understood the meaning of similarity of triangle. Now based on this criteria, we will discuss on practice set 3.5. If triangle XYZ similar to triangle LMN, then write the corresponding angles of two triangles and also write the ratio of corresponding sides. Now here it is given that triangle XYZ which is similar to triangle LMN. Therefore, angle X congruent to angle L, then angle Y congruent to angle M, and angle Z which is congruent to angle N. These are nothing but the corresponding angles of these similar triangles and their corresponding sides, ratio of corresponding sides, that means XY upon LM which is equals to YZ upon MN which is equals to XZ upon Ln, and this is nothing but the ratio of corresponding sides. Okay, now we'll discuss second example. In triangle XYZ, XY equals to 4 cm, YZ equals to 6 cm, XZ equals to 5 cm. If triangle XYZ similar to triangle PQR and PQ equals to 8 cm, then find the length of remaining sides of triangle PQR. Now see the solution. Here it is given that triangle XYZ similar to triangle PQR. These similar triangles are there, that means their segments are in ratio. So here we can write XY upon PQ equals to YZ upon QR equals to XZ is 5 cm. If triangle XYZ similar to triangle PQR and PQ equals to 8 cm, then find the length of remaining sides of triangle PQR. Now here similar triangles are given, that means their segments are in proportion. So XY upon PQ equals to YZ upon QR equals to XZ upon PR. Now here some values are given, so we substitute that values. Value of XY is given 4 upon 8 equals to, here YZ is given 6, we have to find the value of QR equals to, XZ is given 5, we have to find the value of PR. Now give the number 1 for that. Now we'll take the ratio of first two only, that means 4 upon 8 equals to 6 upon QR. Now do the cross multiplication, we'll get 4 into QR equals to 8 into 6. Now here 4 is multiplied, when we shift it, it just divide. That means QR equals to 8 into 6 upon 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and 6 2s are 12. So value of QR equals to 12. Now from 1 only, we'll take the ratio of 4 upon 8 which is equals to 5 upon PR. Again we'll do the cross multiplication, 4 into PR equals to 5 into 8. Now again here, therefore PR equals to 5 into 8 divided by 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and 5 2s are 10. So the value of PR equals to 10. So here PR equals to 10. Okay, everyone understood this one. Now last sum you will do yourself. In very soon we will meet in next video. Till then you have to take care of yourself. Thank you.